Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk. It's hello, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently,
we're changing it up this week after we just discussed.
I was gonna say That's just what I say.
I'll hit them with it. Hello, folks.
Hello, friends.
I didn't want to go full plagiarism.
Well, maybe.
At least not someone who matters. Wait, what?
Well, I was gonna say.
You get situated there.
I have been. I feel terrible. I don't feel bad at all, but I feel like I will cause a slight problem in that I do tease this show out on Twitter and I tease it out on Facebook and that kind of stuff. So am I going to get in trouble? Are we going to get kicked off the TV?
Not until I start playing music. Which I always have to resist the urge to do.
There are copyright issues, so yeah, we'll see what happens. This is Brian Turner. I'm Bruce Dickey. Hi, folks. How y'all doing? There it was.
Almost.
Who knows what? Who knows what's going on? Hello, folks. It is Friday, December 23rd. Hope you're having an outstanding
Welcome to
Friday.
This Week in Criminal Referrals.
That was the earlier show today.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that was with Len Wells on here this morning. Yeah, we talked about 2 or 3. Not much.
Nothing national.
Nothing national. No. We save that for us. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today on this gorgeous Friday 23rd. Hope everybody's been staying warm out there as winter came a little bit early, right? We don't know. We're filming this on Tuesday.
Let's not even try to pretend we're way too far out.
We are shooting this on Tuesday. The sun may have come out Thursday for all that we know. Yeah. And all the hooting and hollering about the ugliness and stuff may just never have come to fruition.
To adjust for the holidays, though.
Let's just hope. Let's just hope that all of that never came to fruition. Brian Turner is here, if you can't tell. This is our weekly Take the Points edition of the talk show, where today we will talk about bowl games. I'm going to talk a little bit about the recap of the World Cup. Is you up for that?
I actually kind of halfway watched it.
I wondered I watched it actually on TiVo.
I watched it on a cell phone.
That's halfway watching it.
Yeah, while driving.
Were you driving or were you?
I was driving. You know what? I think there's a statute of limitations.
That's the thing. We probably ought to just be quiet right now about how we saw because there were reasons that I was watching it on TiVo that I could not watch it live. So you probably know why I could not watch it Sunday morning live.
Actually, I don't want to talk about that off air, apparently.
Well, you were invited to it Saturday night.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you're just talking Saturday night.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about NFL, college bowl games. I've got NBA slides, but we never get to them. And I've got a little college basketball stuff because this is also bragging rights week. So, we might talk about that, even though it took place last night, but we might talk about that. What is going on in and around the area today? A few community events to tell you about today and tomorrow. This is Christmas weekend, of course, Christmas being on Sunday, but there are a few events taking place today and tomorrow. Community events over in Effingham, up in Effingham, at they are having, let's see, where is this? At the Effingham Public Library this morning from 10:30 to 11 o'clock. They're going to have a special holiday story time. Says, join us for special holiday stories, songs, and lots of fun. They're going to have a furry guest, Faith the therapy dog. So that's cool. They get a chance to meet a therapy dog. This is for kids ages 0 to 5. There is no registration required, and this will be in the children's programming room at the Effingham Public Library. So that'll be good, clean fun. Also, what else going on? The Tuscan Hills Winery tonight. An ugly Christmas sweater party. See your ugly, cute Christmas sweaters and party one last time with Andy Reeder as while they wait for the big fat man in red. That's a nice. There's got a monkey on that thing. Is that a skunk or a cat and a cat?
Looks like a cat and actually it looks like
mouse.
Cats and dogs. It looks like.
Is that a dog up top?
I think skunks have. Well, Okay, first off, science was my worst subject, let alone poorly drawn animals.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what we're looking at right there, but that is tonight on Friday night. On Saturday, a few things going on as well. Christmas Eve dinner will be at the First Christian Church here in Flora, I believe. 662 from at 4 p.m. The First Christian Church will have a free dinner on Christmas Eve from 4 to 6. Everyone is welcome. Dine in, carry out, or have a meal delivered. If you have a meal delivered, do call the church at 662-7626 before Friday afternoon, and there will also be gifts available to children under the age of 18. That's good. That's nice. What else on Saturday? Christmas Eve candlelight communion. This is from 4:30 to 5:30. This will probably be all over the place, but this one did make the list of stuff at the Grace United Methodist Church over in Salem. Christmas Eve candlelight communion. If you have questions, I don't know what you would, give them a call at 548-2810, and they'd be glad to help you out. Again, that's at the Grace United Methodist Church. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen? I can't believe I haven't heard it from you yet. It is December 23rd. What are you waiting on? The show is December 23rd.
Happy birthday? Oh, Festivus. It's like I had no clue when your birthday is.
No, it's not.
You know what? I don't like Seinfeld.
You know, well, I thought you liked.
I appreciate feats of strength and airing
grievances. Festivus was the one thing of Seinfeld that you liked.
It is Festivus for the rest of us.
Yes, yeah. Feats.
I always forget about it until I see everyone's Facebook post.
Here are some lines there about Festivus. Festivus, by the way, comes on December 23rd each year. This commemorates the holiday episode of the television comedy Seinfeld. In 1997, the popular television comedy brought Festivus to the masses when Frank Costanza explains he invented the holiday in response to commercialism of Christmas.
Say R.I.P.
He just passed away
within the last year.
So some Festivus traditions, adorn an aluminum Festivus pole to be displayed in the home. By the way, this was an actual holiday developed by the writer, the father of one of the writers on Seinfeld. The writer's Daniel O'Keefe. He was the dad who created. His son was a writer on the episode. Which O'Keefe is it? Doesn't say. But Daniel O'Keefe was a Reader's Digest editor and author. He created the holiday in response to family tension. One of the central practices is the airing of grievances. And
which is what you see the most often done on Facebook.
That's right. He first celebrated the day in February. What year do you think Festivus actually started? Maybe about the same year as Kwanzaa, now that I think about it. Do you know when it started?
Late 70s?
1966.
66,
I think
okay.
Kwanzaa was around 68 or 9, yeah. 1966. Later, the day was recognized as it is now. He did it in February initially, but then he moved it to December in honor of the younger man's first date with his future wife. He later wrote the Seinfeld episode featuring the celebration. That's pretty cool. I had no
Didn't know
idea.
That actually, yeah.
I did not know
it was based on a thing.
It's based on a real thing. So there you go. Festivus for the rest of us. How about that? Also on this date, 99 years ago, the initial printing of the poem "A Visit from St. Nicholas" from, was it Clement Moore?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, he basically wrote this and anonymously published it he anonymously published it in 1923. He wrote it in 1922 for his children, and then he came forward. His children made him come forward. You sure on that math? Says here he wrote it in 1922.
Originally published December 23rd, 1823.
Well, 1823 says here 1923.
I'm seeing 1823, and Google has never lied.
How about Wikipedia?
That's actually what I'm looking at is Wikipedia.
Wikipedia might be wrong. I don't know. It's in Troy, New York. So Wikipedia does have that? At least have it. Well, it depends on what Clement Moore's age was.
Well, he claimed he wrote it in 1823, or yeah.
Claimed he wrote it in 1944.
Or claimed authorship in 1837. I'm on Wikipedia. Someone on the internet is wrong.
I can't believe it.
It's finally happened.
It has happened. How about that? We'll just forget about that. What else is going on?
Scratch all that.
Well, no, keep it. But don't stand by it on a trivia quiz.
Yeah.
If somebody's asking you, I'd go with the 1800s too. I thought that was kind of strange. This is also an interesting day. December 23rd is National Pfeffernuss Day. This is reserved for National Pfeffernuss Day, a German spice cookie. It's very popular around the holidays. These are fluffy cookies made with ground nuts and spices covered in powdered sugar. The exact origin of the cookie is unknown. However, the Dutch believe that Pfeffernuss, or peppernoten in Dutch, are linked to the feast of the Sinterklaas, which is celebrated on December 5th. So, have you ever had one of those looking cookies?
I feel like I have, but
It's basically gingerbread cookie.
I'd say it looks like a powdered gingerbread cookie.
Looks like a powdered gingerbread cookie. This means pepper nut.
It feels like something I've had and didn't know it was called something different.
Pfeffernuss means pepper nut. Yeah, I don't know that I'd really go out of my way to grab a Pfeffernuss.
I don't have them shipped in every Christmas or anything.
Also on December 23rd, now this one makes sense, ladies and gentlemen, National Eggnog. Pardon me, this is Saturday, December 24th, National Eggnog Day. Raise a holiday toast once a year to the day before Christmas, also known as Egg Milk Punch. Eggnog is a popular drink throughout the United States during the holidays. The sweetened dairy-based beverage is traditionally made with milk and cream, sugar, whipped eggs, and spices. And when served at parties and holiday get-togethers, liquor is often added to the eggnog.
Wait, they make those without liquor?
Apparently, well, you can buy eggnog in the store. Have you ever bought eggnog?
I feel like yes. I've also made it myself.
I've never made it. I've bought.
I was not super impressed with my version of it. I just got a brand new blender though, so I could probably pull it off a little better.
Well, that's really cool.
Win a high-end blender for Christmas.
Liquor is often added. Many people prefer brandy or rum, whiskey, bourbon, or vodka.
So I feel like brandy is the most common.
I would think so. Eggnog also flavors other holiday treats. For example, you can find eggnog flavored coffee, tea, baked goods, and puddings at your grocery store. Though the origin of eggnog is debated, many believe the drink initially developed in England and East Anglia. Others, however, believe it was a medieval European beverage made with hot milk.
I was trying to look up. I know there's an eggnog challenge. I was trying to see what it is.
Oh my, really?
Basically, you got to chug so much in a certain amount of time. Because one of the VSIN guys did it last year, and they had like a $350 bet he had to do it in 2 hours or something.
How much eggnog?
That's why I missed that part.
See, that's the thing.
This year they made it $400, but he's got to do it in like an hour 25.
That's the thing with the isn't that the and I've tried this,
like the gallon milk challenge.
The gallon of milk challenge. I have tried the
I've
gallon
not tried
of milk. I have tried the gallon of milk challenge, and you can't do it.
I can't do food challenges anyway. I'm a grazer, not a big meal guy.
I thought gallon of milk, that's easy. That's no problem at all. And I got about halfay through it. And
what was the time on that one? I can't remember.
It's like, is it 5-10 minutes or something? I can't remember. Yeah, that was probably a mistake. Trying the gallon of milk challenge. I was young and stupid. It was last week.
Now I'm just stupid.
Now I'm just stupid. That's right. What's going on in the sports, folks? If you want to watch them on TV tonight, the Bulls are at the Knicks on channel 644. That's NBC Sports Chicago Plus. Also, the Grizzlies are at the Suns. That's on ESPN channel 601. NHL hockey, the Columbus Blue Jackets will be in Chicago taking on the Blackhawks. That's on Sports Chicago 643. And the Blues are in Vegas on Friday night taking on the Golden Knights, channel 630. If you want NCAA men's basketball all day long on ESPN2 Channel 638, they've got the Honolulu Challenge, a big bunch of teams out there. And two bowl games here on the 23rd. At 2 o'clock today, the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. Your company.
No, that's not my company.
That's not your company?
Not Paradigm. Which is also still not my company. But.
Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl features Louisiana Raging Cajuns versus Houston. Boy, they went a long way. How far would that be, Shreveport to Lafayette? An hour?
That's a bus ride, not a plane ride.
That's a bus ride. And Houston is probably a bus ride, too. That's on ESPN, Channel 601 at 2 o'clock, 5:30. I always wondered about this one.
No one took that one in our picks. So nope, never mind. Someone did. I'll save it.
I always wondered what the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl was. What is Gasparilla?
Sarsaparillas you drink. What's a Gasparilla?
Gasparilla, yeah. I don't.
Is that drinking gas?
I suspect you couldn't drink a gallon of that either.
I don't think so. I don't think I can drink that in life.
Wake Forest Demon Deacons versus the Missouri Tigers. That's on ESPN Channel 601 at 5:30.
A lot of yellow and black. A lot of yellow and black.
That's right. Too much. Because we're going to talk about the Missouri Tigers here in a little bit. Basketball.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
Maybe.
Might not. Yeah. This is Brian. I'm Bruce. You're watching Big Talk. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I'm Dr. Eric Pikus. I'm a general practice physician here at CRHPC, and I work at the Clay Medical Center in Flora. One of the things that I love about working for CRHPC is the fact that it's a federally qualified healthcare center. And that means that we can take care of any patient, whatever the case may be. We don't have to worry about their financial situation. And I love the fact that we can take care of anybody that needs our help. So no matter what care somebody needs, we're going to give them the best possible care available without judgment.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Joined today by Brian Turner. We are going to talk sports today. And the first thing we're going to talk about is how much do you think people got into the World Cup? I know you and I maybe are
two of the bigger aficionados.
We live also in a bubble, though.
In our area, yeah.
Yeah, we live you and I live kind of in a bubble where we know what's going on. We pay probably a little bit more attention than anybody to sports. How big of a vacuum were we in for this World Cup final?
I don't think it's as big as it has been in the past, because I would see multiple social media posts from local people that were watching it, where had a game last night, and people come up to me at the game and ask me if I watched it, and they were loving it because it was an incredible game.
It was an incredible game.
And I think this is a perfect lead-in to us finally hosting it 4 years down the road. Right. I think a lot of people watch this match that don't normally watch soccer. I haven't seen ratings numbers. I could be completely off, but it feels like, at least locally, there were more eyeballs on it.
The radio stations, the radio hosts that I listened to, they thought it was like one of the best sporting events that they had seen in years and years. I mean, they weren't saying of all time, but some of them were. And I'm thinking, well, yeah, it was. You had all the drama that you could have, in that you had a team go up 2 goals. You thought that they were going to win easily, handily.
Well, I watched the first goal in the hotel room, and then we got in the car and went to a bookstore. And by the time we got to the bookstore, it was already 2-0. So I was like, well, I don't even know if I'll turn it on.
Yeah.
And then we're driving. Sarah's on Twitter. She's like, it's 2-2. And that's when we turned it on. So I missed all of that and still saw a heck of a match.
I did. The only thing I saw about it, I was unable to watch the game live, and I didn't see the final score, but I heard who won the game before I started watching it. Because I TiVo'd the whole thing. I TiVo'd 3 hours and 15 minutes, thinking that'd be safe. It went 3 hours and 12 minutes for that final kick. Soccer games don't usually go over 2 hours.
No.
And this thing went 3 hours and 12 minutes, and it was just more and more drama every minute. So I sat there on Sunday afternoon instead of watching football. I'd already watched football on Saturday all day long. I watched soccer all day Sunday.
Yeah, because it ran about an hour into NFL time.
Yeah. Well, it was 3 hours.
And that's if you were watching it live.
Right. It was afternoon. Yeah, it was well afternoon, and so I thought I saw the Messi. You get the
for those who didn't watch, Argentina won.
Argentina wins.
The Tom Brady of soccer finally got his world championship.
You and I like Messi. I don't like Tom Brady. So I mean,
you know what I mean, though.
Okay, the GOAT.
Pretty much universally considered the GOAT.
Yeah.
I don't think he's Mo Salah, but we'll get into that later.
And he scored 2 goals. He had a great game. He scored 2 goals and set up.
Do you feel like penalty kick goals should be treated differently than regular?
Probably, but
goals?
I mean that's how it works.
I know, but
probably should. But that Mbappe, out of his 3 goals. One of them was a PK also, and that's before the PKs at the end.
Yeah, and Mbappe is probably the best current player at least striker in soccer.
Yeah,
and he had a hat trick, and they still lost.
That's the craziest thing to me. If you're a French fan, your best player scores 3 goals and you don't win.
Yeah,
you just it was unbelievable. 2-0, Argentina. 15 minutes to go. It went crazy.
Yeah,
it just went crazy for the next hour and a half, and France scored 2 to tie. They went to extra time, which is another half an hour, and with a couple of breaks in it, and that 30 minute extra time was incredible.
Going back to did other people get into it? My wife was sitting there watching on the phone with, because on the phone, little 2.5-inch screen. She goes, I can't believe I'm this into this match.
Yeah.
Because she's not a soccer fan.
Right.
I drag her to a lot of it, but I do that with concerts too. So.
Yeah. She has fun at those too.
Yeah.
Here's a few of the images from the thing. This is afterward. That's Messi there in the middle wearing a Qatari, I guess that's a celebration jacket or something they gave him, something like that, holding up the World Cup, which really, I guess it's a cup with the world in it. You would think it'd be a cup, but it's a cup with the world in it.
She goes, is that really the World Cup trophy?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
She just didn't believe it. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm with her. I don't think it's...
I've got better looking trophies in my basement.
Yeah, I do too. But I guess it's gold, though. Here's the goalie for Argentina after his first block in the PKs.
But she had, what, 2?
He had 2 blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was...
and they were saying in overtime that penalty kicks would favor Argentina because his specialty is penalty kicks. He's had a lot more blocks than the French goalkeeper had.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't. Well, he had more that day than the French goalkeeper, too.
2-0.
Here is Mbappe scoring as Martinez is down on the ground there. That's a pretty good shot. I like that picture. You're the professional photographer. You like that one?
What makes it a nice photo is framing his face in that.
You get his face in the middle of the net, and then you get the ball in the shot, too. And Martinez off to the side. I like this is from earlier in the World Cup. This is Japan's goal to beat Spain.
Which shouldn't have happened.
It shouldn't have happened. How in the world? Weeze, you tell me.
Especially in VAR world.
You're a bigger soccer fan than me. How in the world did that not get called out of bounds?
It was against Spain. Everyone roots against the Giants.
Everyone roots against Spain. I mean, that was clearly out of bounds. But it's just like, if you will get to the NFL later.
According to Twitter, the whole thing was rigged anyway for Messi. So,
is that right?
Hashtag rigged was trending on Twitter during the championship.
Good grief!
Because of some penalty calls that went for Messi, earlier in the tournament.
Yeah, I can. Who knows?
It's one of those. I don't think so, but FIFA also probably doesn't deserve the benefit of the doubt.
No, that's true. And here's Ronaldo off on the side earlier as he got subbed out or did not get started. And
where was it? He's going next year? Saudi? I think he signed with someone from Saudi Arabia.
He left Chelsea, right? Was it Chelsea or because he had been in? See now Messi's in Paris.
The same thing with Messi versus Mbappe. They're on the same team and club.
Yeah, they're both on Paris.
Yeah.
So it was a ton of fun, and I hope you folks all enjoyed it as much. And
the next one, it's here.
It's here, Mexico and Canada.
Yeah.
So, but most of it's here. I think they're also expanding the teams to 48 from 32. Going up to 48 teams.
And it's going to be spread out all through the country, and then obviously
it'll be a ton of fun. And the other best part, last week, if you were paying attention, we picked. Who'd you pick to get third? Who'd you pick to win?
I picked Argentina.
You picked and Croatia to get third.
No.
I did. Yeah, we did.
You had. Okay, I had Argentina in the championship.
No. When we made our picks on last week's show.
Oh, yeah.
We both picked Croatia.
I thought you talked from the beginning, because I had Argentina.
No, I had Argentina. Well, I had Argentina from the beginning as well, so I made money. Free money. We're here to help you.
That's what we do on this show. We print money.
Take a bow. We're going to talk college football. Speaking of printing money, this might be a little bit more difficult.
We did okay.
Yeah, we did okay. Well, you and I did, didn't we? We'll be back after this. Stick around.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, MidwestFarmCo.com.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hey folks, welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Brian Turner. By the way, what's going on IMWees today, this week?
I've got a couple book reviews I've finished and haven't written yet. Got quite a few basketball pictures going up. I did do a Fab Five Friday last week, all Christmas
That was good.
music.
That was nice.
I try to do that annually.
Yeah, I liked it. There was except it was kind of odd to use like 3 off the same new album or something like that.
2.
Oh, okay.
It was Guardians of the Galaxy meets old 97s. How do you not include both?
I was surprised. Other than I couldn't believe that Rhett was wearing like
All
a
the
face
costume,
mask or something like that. I was astonished.
But if you have Disney Plus, it's cutesy, but it's a decent holiday special.
Was that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like 45 minutes too. So.
We just got that like this week, so yeah, that's. But not that we need it because we got all the cat TV we want right here on Wabash Cats TV. You can't get it though.
Nope. Because I live in Fairfield.
We'll get to
it. It's coming soon.
It is coming soon. It's on the way. Let's take a look at some of the college football games coming up this week. This is actually starting after Christmas, and I've moved up a little bit.
I was gonna say.
Well, I thought I'd skip some of them this week. Although I think that's where most of our bets are this week, though, aren't they?
Yeah. In fact, I've got one today, Tuesday.
Not on this list?
Huh?
You're one of those on this list? Which one's
Liberty?
Liberty's playing tonight, aren't they?
Yep.
On Tuesday.
Yep.
See, I should have been more clear how I wanted this done.
This is what you get for tuning in live. It's a bonus for the live viewers. I do that on purpose every now and again. It's incentive to watch us on stream.
Okay, starting next week. That's when bowl week really kind of folks begin to take note.
That's where you get into more of your Power 5.
More Power 5.
Power 5.
Any of these games really jump out at you that you want to watch? This is the first set. Here's the second set.
All the ones I have money on. Which will be
got
most
money
of them
on every game. I mean, it's not that it's difficult for you to pick one you don't have money on.
And last I did a bowl pick'em this week too. Last time I looked, I was in second.
Who's that? Or what? Who runs
the Mount Carmel one?
Oh, okay. This one's a little bit far from the screen, but it has the big bowl games down there at the bottom, the semifinals, the TCU. What is the story? Let's talk a little bit about TCU at Michigan, since we've got that one up there at the bottom of the screen. And we're talking about this because we're not having a show next week. Sorry about that. I'm going to be out of town for the next couple of weeks.
TCU's been a fraud all year.
Max Duggan has declared for the NFL. Is he still going to play? Can he do that? At least there was Twitter talk yesterday that he declaring for the NFL. And when I heard that, I thought that if you declare for the NFL, you're not playing.
There's saying you're going to play or leave the NFL, then there's officially declaring. And so, as far as I know, he is playing. That being said, even if he's playing, I'm taking Michigan. So, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. May as well tell people what are your bets.
The semis.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be a boring segment because we're all on. Georgia.
We have
and
the
Michigan.
same. We all three have the same
Yeah.
picks. So Lucas is not available. We didn't get his picks in time. We are rushing this early. So
Yeah,
there we go.
like I said, it's Tuesday. Holidays. It
We are
happens.
both taking Georgia. We're both taking. We're all three taking Georgia. We're all three taking Michigan. But we didn't.
I
We
was
didn't
going
put
to.
the.
I know I'm taking Michigan. I'm laying the points with Michigan. I forgot to go look at what the current line was on
Georgia and
Ohio State. To me, is the championship game.
That is what 7 points. Georgia minus 7 or minus 7.5.
I was trying to look that up real quick. It's actually Georgia's 6.5 now. So it's come back. It's come across the key number there.
Ohio State getting money.
Yeah, and I like that, honestly. Everyone's down on them because of the way Michigan walloped them. 7.5. I'm on Ohio State, but still picking Georgia. In fact, I'd probably be teasing at 7.5, but 6.5. I'm probably laying off either way.
I got to tell you, and what's Michigan's number right now? What was it? It was
that one's at 8.
Michigan's at 8. I like Michigan over TCU by 8. I think that if we're going to be forcing a ATS on that one,
Yeah,
I'm going to take Michigan.
there's 7.5 out there. If Georgia does pop back over 7, that's a Georgia Michigan tease. Is the play to make there?
Okay.
I don't normally tease college football, but I kind of like that one.
Then you get to these games, which are Monday, January 2nd.
I see one huge one there for this room.
There is one huge one. I wonder what other photos.
The Mike Leach Memorial Bowl.
I wonder how that got in there.
See, that's even a better looking trophy than the World Cup.
That really is a better looking trophy than the World Cup, the ReliaQuest Bowl. Do you know the history?
It used to be.
Do you want to know the
I
history?
knew this last week.
You were ready for me to ask you this last week?
What was it? It's Tampa.
It was the Hall of Fame Bowl.
Was it the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, because Illinois played in it too.
Okay, that wasn't what I was thinking then.
Well, it was the Hall of Fame, then the Outback Bowl for
Outback was what I was thinking.
Outback
of.
Bowl
Yeah.
for many
Yes.
many years. Outback in different varieties, different. I was astonished when Outback dropped them after last year.
Well, blooming onions aren't selling like they used to.
I guess so. I guess you're right. Outback dropped the.
It's probably the millennials.
They just don't like bad steak or actually steak's not that bad at
Greasy
Outback.
onion. I mean, bad steaks and greasy onion.
Bad steaks and greasy onions with mayonnaise.
They're not like our generation that was built on that.
I mean, really, what is their problem? I don't know what the problem is.
There's an avocado toast joke in here somewhere.
Yeah, it used to be the Hall of Fame Bowl, then became the Outback Bowl, and now it is the ReliaQuest Bowl.
Do you play into the win one for coach angle there?
What I worry about is Illinois being they're going to be the villain.
Yeah,
all the way around.
Which probably was going to happen anyway.
Oh, be quiet. It
Actually,
might have.
No.
With Mike Leach on one side.
Leach is obviously they're going to be more popular because of the Leach effect, even if he doesn't pass. But I don't think anyone's going to ever hate Illinois football.
No,
maybe Wisconsin fans, and Arkansas fans. Definitely Arkansas fans, actually.
Mizzou fans. No, that's Illinois people hating Mizzou.
Yeah,
which we might talk about again here in a minute. I think that what's the number on that right now? See, that's really tight. I mean, it opened -2.
I say it's been in between 2 either way.
Yeah, it's been -2 Illinois, +2 Illinois, -2 Mississippi State, +2 Mississippi State over the course.
It's -1 Illinois right now, which of course you cannot bet in Illinois, but you have to do it in person.
So what was the question? How's this? Will the Mike Leach?
Yeah.
I think Illinois is not going to care.
Illinois is not going to care. You might not care about the game.
No, I think Illinois is not going to care about the Mike Leach angle, and they're going.
I don't think they will either. The question is, does Mississippi State play a little harder?
No.
In a game that most people were expecting several sit-outs anyway.
No. Mississippi State is going to play with heavy hearts. and they'll have their dauber down, and that's how Mississippi State's going to play. That's what I'm thinking.
I originally was looking to go somewhere and bet Illinois in this game. I'm probably staying away from
I would stay away from it too, but I really don't think I don't think Mississippi State shows up, because I just think that I think that I've played a football game in this situation where somebody that was beloved by the team passed away, and this was in high school, of course, but these kids aren't very much older than I was in high school, and the coach tried to use it as a rallying cry. We all said, "You're full of beans," and played terrible, got beat by Flora, who wasn't any good.
82, 83?
That was 83 season, or 83 season, 84 year. Got beat 35-0. Smoked by a bad Florida team. So
I was going to say, we were decent. You're talking football, yeah.
Huh?
Basketball, we were better, a little bit better.
Yeah, basketball, you were better. But I don't think it will really take place.
I will say, I'm probably betting against my team. We're still getting 2.5 points, and I don't see why.
The USC, who they playing?
Tulane.
Really?
USC is a better team than Tulane. I don't see anyone from USC caring.
I think you're right. And Tulane will care.
Tulane will care.
Tulane
this is a
will
chance
care.
to knock off
That's
storied.
That's the impressive. That's the thing about these bowl games.
You have to guess.
Have to guess who. Yeah, you got to bet on motivation.
And early on, if you look, teams that have players sitting out just do not show up.
Yeah. What are our picks? I was about to go to commercial, but we may as well give our picks.
Let's see. Jamie's Baylor -4 against Air Force.
I was going to take Air Force in that game.
I like Air Force in that one too.
I didn't want to do it against Jamie on the show, but I guess since I'm mentioning it, I love Air Force in that game.
I will say that was Air Force +6.
Let me rephrase that. I am taking Air Force. I am betting Air Force.
Just not on the show.
Not on the show. This is not my show bet.
Louisiana Lafayette, Houston, over 57. Houston has been an over machine all year. I will also be on that one.
That's a little low, actually. I'm surprised it's
Houston
only
and Memphis have been two of the better over teams all year. I was really hoping they'd play each other.
Yeah, I that would have been a lot of fun. That would have been a lot of fun. I took Wisconsin, Oklahoma State over. I think the number's just too low. I think Wisconsin's going to play well for Leonard in the last chance. I think that's a motivation.
I kind of like Wisconsin. In fact, I think I took Wisconsin in my bowl pick'em.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
My other one is, and now this one, this is a motivational pick. San Diego State going out to Hawaii to play MTSU, Middle Tennessee. They don't want to be there. San Diego State doesn't want to be in Hawaii on Christmas Eve. Are you kidding me? No thanks. This is MTSU all the way. I've got them plus seven. I got them +7. I'm going to take them +220. Who's kidding who?
So we didn't do Super Dogs this week.
This is my money line. This is my money line. MTSU. Absolutely. How about you?
I've got Liberty +5. That game is tonight if you're watching the stream. And then I've got Oregon -12 against the Tar Heels.
Why do you like Liberty? With a new coach? Or no coach?
Well, I think the New Mexico State game was full of distractions, and that game looked bad. I mean, they looked awful in that game.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they are the better team. I don't like that they went through 3 quarterbacks in that last game, but they're the better team. I'm hoping a little bit of motivation gives them the play. They stay within a field goal here.
And
Oregon -12 against the Tar Heels. That is, Tar Heels can't play defense. We saw that week 1 with Appalachian State.
Tar Heels can't play defense, and Oregon is in a good mood.
Yeah.
They're getting everybody back. They're looking forward. They want to start. I
like that number up to 14. Actually, 13.5 is the last one I would bet. But
you got it at 12?
I got it at 12.
All right, I like that too. That's Brian. I'm Bruce. We're going to come back talk a little bit of NFL and maybe a couple other things. You're watching Big Talk. Back after this.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owner's insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Speaking of motivation, and you don't typically feel the need all that often in professional sports to talk about motivation, but you're getting down to the last
This time of the year you do.
Yeah, you're getting down to the last 3 weeks of the football season, and there are a wide variety of different opportunities for different teams out there. And here is what the AFC looks like. You have 2 teams at the top that have clinched, and the Chiefs have a chance. They would have to. The Bills win the tiebreak over KC if they both win out. The Bengals,
which is actually why when they won that game, I made a futures bet on the Bills because they would have home field.
The Bengals still play the Bills, and also if the Chiefs lose and the Bengals, Bills, and Chiefs are all tied at the top, Bengals get the number 1 pick. By the way, that's not what this says, but that's the truth. So
Bengals won 6 in a row. Lions looking a lot better.
Yeah,
and they've helped Joe Burrow look good. Getting Chase back has helped, obviously, but.
You've got the Los Angeles Chargers at 8-6, picking up a wild card spot. Them and those guys and Miami just played each other.
Then there's the Patriots.
Then you get to the New England Patriots,
who may have had the discussion's been had this week. Was that the dumbest play in NFL history?
No. I've seen Jim Marshall running the wrong way into the end zone and then throwing the ball away. That was
Leon Lett's got 2 contenders.
Leon Lett has 2. That is bad. It would probably enter the lexicon of the dumbest plays.
Yeah, and it was so fun to watch. It actually
were you watching that live?
Yeah, Red Zone.
So you're you see how that was saying. I was watching on Red Zone too.
I don't want to win any more games. Yeah,
it was double screen. You must have been sitting there thinking, "What's going on? What's going on?"
Yeah. As well as the announcer starts going, and then you see the stiff arm on Mac Jones, Jacoby Myers, backwards lateral, picked off by a former Patriot. People forget Chandler Jones was drafted by the Patriots.
Yeah.
Made a big defensive play against them.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's up there for the dumbest play of all time.
So you have the Jets at 7-7, the Patriots at 7-7, out of the playoffs right now. But the team that's getting all the talk is that they're at 6-8.
And I've got them at 12-1 to win the division.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Because they're in the Titans division at 7-7, so they're only a game down in the division. And what's the tiebreakers in the division for the Jaguars?
That's what I was trying to look up real quick. I know they're only plus 110 now, and I've got them at 12-1.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow. When'd you buy that?
Week 2 or week 1, they lost either the first or the second game, and I popped on them early in the season.
That might have been.
I didn't do it preseason, but.
Well, the Jaguars are getting all the talk right now, and at least in the AFC. Everybody loves the Jaguars. And then you go to the NFC.
They're the Lions of the AFC.
They are the Jags are the Lions of the NFC or the AFC. The Lions are 7-7. Of course, they've won a bunch in a row, and they are knocking on the door of they're not going to catch the Vikings. Vikings have already clinched a division title. Niners have clinched a division title. Eagles have
their magic number's 1.
Yeah, they have not quite
for
clinched.
home field.
Yeah, they need to win one out of the next 3 games for home field advantage. And the Cowboys,
not even that. If the Vikings lose one, they clinch it as well.
Oh, is that right? I guess that's right.
Although I guess technically Dallas might be able to catch them.
I didn't realize till I pulled this thing up that the Washington Dallas can't catch them. Can they? I guess they can.
They can.
They'd be tied. But the Commanders are still in the 7th spot. That's just amazing to me. As poorly as they played against the Giants the other night, it just doesn't make sense. Football doesn't make sense, Brian.
The Giants and the Vikings the fact they play this week, we're calling that one the Fraud Bowl. Because neither one of them are anywhere near as good as their record is.
Yeah.
Especially the Vikings.
The Fraud Bowl. I like
They're
that.
They're 2 frauds. They're 2 teams I've been fading all year.
They've been winning money.
Not exactly. Because they keep doing what we've called the Packers the last 3 or 4 years, that's the Vikings this year.
Winning close games.
Yeah, winning close games and losing big.
Speaking of winning games, they won last Monday night. They had a nice win, right? Was it Monday or Sunday? The Packers beat. It's Monday night.
Yeah.
So
this is the time of year where it starts. It's like, was that Saturday?
And
Sunday,
that's the thing.
Monday?
The Packers are not out of it. The Packers, even though they are, 2 games or game and a half behind the Commanders and the Giants, they're not out of it. They could win their last 3, go 9-8, and have a chance to really make a stink.
Although I bet their playoff odds are actually lower than the Falcons.
Well, they probably are because the Falcons are 1 game out, whereas the Packers are a game and a half.
Looking at our bet by division, I think the only one I still have in question, I've won all the others in the NFC, is I'm still sweating Tom Brady's passing yards because their run game has been that awful.
Wow. It's a sweat.
Yeah.
It's a sweat. How did we do last week in the NFL?
Not great.
We went 4
1, 2, 3,
and
4,
8.
Yeah.
4 and we had 12.
Yeah, 4 and 8.
4 and 8.
We were 4 and 4 in college. We did not recap that one.
No,
those who showed up for the show last week went 4-0 though.
Yeah, the people who are actually giving their picks and defending them were 4-0. I was 4. I hit 4 out of 5 picks all week long. I feel good about that. I need to crow because I don't get the opportunity.
I went 3 for 5 or 3 out of 5.
Yeah, so I had Bears cover against the Eagles and the Browns covered against the Ravens. Boy, the Ravens are hurting.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
They're one of those sneaky teams I kind of liked.
They're number 5 right there at 9-5. But boy, oh boy, you really think that.
And the advanced metrics still like him, but they got to get Lamar healthy.
They got to get Lamar healthy. There's 3 games to go. It feels like the Chargers and the Dolphins could pass them up. I don't know if the Patriots could catch them or the Jets, but boy, the Ravens. There were folks saying, "Oh, they're going to lose out." Well, they've lost 3 in a row or something like that, 2 or 3 in a row. Who are we picking this week? What are the NFL games? What's Jamie got?
Jamie has the Chiefs Seahawks over 48. And he has the 49ers riding that train against the Commies, 49ers -7.
I like the Commodores. If I'm not going to call them the Commanders.
So I've been going with Commies all year.
You like Commies?
Yeah.
I like Commodores.
They're still owned by Dan Snyder. He sells the team. I might start calling them something different.
I like the Commodores. It's got a good sound to them.
And he's also got the Jags +1 against the Jets. So he's riding 2 hot teams there with the Niners and Jags.
I don't blame him. I'm riding a hot team myself. I was surprised the Bengals were only 3.5 against the Patriots. It's at New England, and maybe their weather issues or something like that. Bengals are a hot team.
They are. New England's still top 5 in defensive efficiency, but I think some of that's the teams that have been playing.
Yeah. I've got the Bengals minus 3.5. I've got the Packers plus 4.5 at the Dolphins. That
is Packers off short rest on.
That's Packers on short rest, but it's also I wonder if the Dolphins didn't just they looked solid Saturday night, and that they just blow their effort. Who knows?
And I will say this is one of the few games where you're not looking at weather this week.
No,
this is
right.
Windy under week.
Yeah, and you got to figure that the chance the Packers need to get that Christian
Watson.
Christian Watson a good game. I also have the Browns minus 2.5,
which I'm
versus
also on.
The Saints.
It's wind actually factored into my handicap on that.
That's in Cleveland.
It's going to be 30-mile-an-hour winds. And
did you see the wind?
Cleveland's the better running team.
Cleveland's the better running team, and I think they've decided after a couple games, Deshaun, how about you just hand it off for a while?
Yeah.
After about a game and a half, they realize it's time to hand off the ball, and Cleveland still has a chance to make the playoffs. The Cleveland they've got a shot.
Yeah.
Who are your other two?
I've got, speaking of windy games, I got Bills Bears under 41.
That makes sense. That's is that in Chicago?
Yep.
Oh gosh.
In Chicago, and then actually this one kind of is bucking the. I got the Steelers minus 2.5 against the Raiders. You beat the Raiders by throwing on them. That's in Pittsburgh. We're still talking 20-mile-an-hour winds. So I'm hoping Pittsburgh can also run on the Raiders.
Yeah, I think
they've got to get Harris going at some point. Kenny Pickett is back this week.
Well, I just like Pittsburgh. You see, they're not even on the chart.
And they're playing better since Watt's been back, too.
They're playing better since T.J. Watt's been back. But
the Raiders have been surging, but it's been stuff like last week. They've had 2 overtime wins, then they had that dumb play by the Patriots. I mean,
yeah, they should have lost.
Yeah,
who's kidding who? The Raiders should have lost last week at home, and they should. I think Pittsburgh is. I think they're playing for their coach. I think they want him to get to 500. And they have a chance. What are they, 6-8, something like that? They can get to 500.
They have to win out.
Yeah, they have to win out, as I recall. But so who knows? That's our NFL picks. What else is going on this week? Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen. It is. Now, this is an old picture because they actually don't call it this anymore. I'm astonished that they ever gave this up. Bud Light bragging rights. It was before that it was Busch bragging rights, and then it was Busch Light bragging rights, and it's the bragging rights game. Mizzou at Illinois, or Mizzou versus Illinois in St. Louis. Let's see if I got some pictures. Historical pictures here, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna guess we don't have any of the going the other way.
There might not be any Missouri.
This one is on the SEC network?
This is on the SEC network Thursday night. So if you're watching this on Friday morning, this game has already occurred. And I'll be in this picture. Actually, I'm down there toward the bottom, in this picture. I don't
know if Noah will get the travel to that one or not.
I'm pretty sure I'm right behind a basket, which I guess isn't that bad if you're
down low still.
6 feet tall. That doesn't matter much if you're 6 feet tall. Let's see, I had one more.
What do you make the line?
There's last year's game, pardon me. What do I make the line? Missouri has lost 2. Illinois has lost 3.
Missouri's lost 1.
Missouri's lost 1. They should have lost 2. Let me rephrase that.
The UCF game.
Yeah,
last time?
It's going to be Illinois plus or minus 2. Illinois minus.
I'd take Illinois minus 2.
I think Illinois minus 2 is going to be the bet.
I'm going to say 4.5 is what they said of that.
You think it's going to be 4.5? Illinois minus 4.5?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that'd be something.
Obviously, that far out. We're Tuesday. We don't have that line yet.
Yeah, it's a couple of days away. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Brian Turner. I'm Bruce Dickey. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you all next time. Have a great day.